Hi! Oh my gosh. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. To another quick mini read. But this quick mini read is like no other. All right. It's the first of its kind. It's marvelous. Okay. Without further ado, you guys, look what I have. I have a Marvel Oracle deck. It's the Magic of Marvel Oracle deck, all right? And I've already, if you've seen some of my previous channels, I already have the Marvel Tarot deck. And I prefer Oracle decks over tarot cards. Even though they all can be used to communicate with your masculine and feminine energy. Feminine energy, as we know, birth for confirmation, excuse me. Everything on the three-dimensional world was created. Okay? So it embodies feminine energy. So if feminine energy is creation, then what's masculine energy? Masculine energy is the thought, the idea. What you conceive in here is all masculine energy. What you perceive out here is all feminine energy. And you are perceiving me through your phone, computer, laptop, device. You're perceiving me in your three-dimensional world. I am in your three-dimensional world. So I am a part of your feminine energy right now. And what I just thought to myself was, and your thoughts are a part of your masculine energy. But you don't know that because it's my masculine energy. It's my thoughts, unless I share my thoughts, which are now perceived, because I'm putting it out there into the feminine energy where you can hear, you can hear what I'm saying, okay? But you can feel what I'm saying too. You feel me? All right. Comment down below if you feel what I'm saying. But I also subscribe to the Blue Twin Flame Union, all right? And that is where your as your thoughts, and you're observing your thoughts and your feminine energy, what you conceive and what you perceive. You are the one who perceives and conceives all of this, okay? So mind, body, soul. Your mind is your masculine energy. Your body, your feminine energy. But your feminine energy, your body isn't just limited to your physical vessel. It's everything you see. So your masculine energy and feminine energy communicate together. And when they communicate, they create synchronicities. Yeah, for confirmation. Things that feel good. All that is your blue twin flame. Your blue twin flame is that little thing that makes sense. That coincidence that your blue twin flame also communicates through laughter. And when I say laugh, acronym love, love, art, you, through you, gay, meaning happy, hope, and then there's the E that's silent, elated. So like it's a feeling that makes you feel so happy. It has to be included twice. So gay and elated are both on there. So when you're able to laugh, just laugh at life. When you're just laughing, just life feels good. That is a part of your blue twin flame. When like you ever just look at something and just just like you just have to let, like, your only reaction is to laugh. Like, that's your blue twin flame because you're laughing. It's making you feel good, and you can get this experience through coincidences, through synchronicities, through art. It's when your masculine and feminine energy come together and communicate, because like what you're laughing at is in here. Like, it's like you notice something in your physical world that you perceive, and then what you perceive intertwines with what you conceive. There are hella thoughts that you have throughout the day, and not all the thoughts have anything to do with your physical world. Our brains are always producing thoughts, But those special thoughts that has something to do with the feminine, their feminine energy, that's how you know it's from your blue twin flame. So like, you could be thinking of a question, and then all of a sudden a billboard goes by, or you might see a billboard that has the answer to the question. You know, that's your blue twin flame because you were just thinking of it, and then your feminine energy. You know, like, where did that come from? You know, it's E, all the above. You can feel A through D, whatever you want. All right, without further ado, you guys, we're going to do a reading, what the universe wants you to know with this tarot deck, and I'm going to, look at them together. I'm going to confirm, or what confirmation, I got the oracle deck, the cards are pulled. Without further ado, we're 5 minutes in. All right, you guys, what the universe wants you to reach for. FYI, I usually do a 4-card spread. What the universe wants you to reach for, what the universe wants you to shield or protect, what the universe wants to shed light on, and what the universe wants you to stay strong on, okay? So what the universe wants you to reach for, we have 4 of Wands. It looks like Cerebro. And I will be reading out the guidebook on these. And it's 2 of Wands. I'm sorry. 2 of Wands. I read that wrong. That is still Cerebro, though. I like seeing what the guidebook has to say. That's another reason why I like Oracle decks. Because I can just read it. Because I don't have all of the tarot cards memorized. But I like reading out the books because these cards are specific to like the character that's on here, okay? So, Cerebro, upright. What the universe wants you to reach for. Plans lead to progress, so map out your journey. 2 paths unfold. Confidently decide which one to take. Cerebro locates talented mutants for Professor Xavier, and he has located you. As a gifted individual, know that each path possesses unique opportunities, experiences, and gifts. Use your intuition and intuitive to envision each and shapeshift into what the situation requires. All right, so because this is an energy that you're reaching for, and then we got Cerebro. So that is perfect because you're reaching for this path. This journey to map out. Start mapping out something, okay? That's the energy that the universe wants you to reach for. And for confirmation, now we're going to bring into the Oracle deck. We have Lockjaw. A good guard dog is hard to find. All right, and then we're definitely going to... Also, this is like really cool because Lockjaw... Hold on, let's read first and then I'll talk. Lockjaw. Lockjaw is a creature of protection and devotion. In the reading, he symbolizes a sweet, steadfast companion who will shore you up when things get rough. Don't be afraid to depend on support, no matter the form it comes in. A good bond transcends species. So like this bond that we're making, you know, don't be afraid to follow it because you wouldn't be here if it wasn't meant for you to follow, if it wasn't meant to help with guidance. And it's so funny because if you don't know who Lockjaw is, he can teleport you to places, and Cerebro finds, okay? So with these two together, you can literally go you can find and get to any point, any person, because Cerebro will find the person and Lockjaw can teleport you to that person. And this is the energy that you're reaching for. So because you're reaching for this energy, reach for an energy of finding where you need to go. It's important that you plan ahead, make a journey, and actually use the skills that you have and what I'm saying here in this message to help you plan for the next thing. Like, I'm here to tell you that the universe is telling me to tell you, you know, E, all the above. You can feel A to D, whatever you want, whether it's the Most High, God, universe. It's E, all the above. Wants me to tell you to start planning for that next venture, because lockjaw can take you there. When you're supported by these energies, you can go, the sky is the limit. You can go anywhere, but you have to plan for it, okay? So this is energy that you're reaching for. Someone's going somewhere, but you have to plan for it, okay? I'm just saying. It's very important. This is an important, marvelous message. All right. So next, what the universe, what to you to, pardon me, yawn for confirmation. What the universe wants you to shield or protect. We have the hangman. Okay, he really hangs like this. This is Bucky. This is the hangman, but we flipped it like this. So we're going to read the hangman reverse. Do I want to read reverse cards? Let's see. Hold on. Am I reading reverse cards? Yes or no? No. All right. So we're going to read it upright. Universe said no. So we're not going to read reverse cards today. And this is what I mean by using your feminine energy. See how I'm using these cards? I'm using this coin to communicate. I'm using my feminine energy. This is my feminine energy because the universe, E, all the above, speaks through E, all the above. You can feel A to D, whatever you want. So whether it's tarot cards, coins on my neck, my thoughts, if I need help communicating my masculine energy, I use my feminine energy to help me communicate my masculine energy. What I want to inform or tell you from here, I can just tell you from here if I want to. I can make all of this up. Or not make it up, but I feel led to say what I need to say because I know what I'm saying has value. I know that it's meant for someone to hear because I wouldn't be here saying it if it wasn't meant for you to hear. But don't just take my word for it. I want to use my feminine energy as well because on this Blue Twin Flame journey, you get in the habit of using your masculine and feminine energy. And you are observing both of these energies. It's such a beautiful, don't worry you guys, the guy is coming out. I'm still working on the guy. And I know I say that every time, but it's because I'm working, okay? Don't you worry about a thing. The guide is coming. Hopefully. No, that ain't rhyme. All right, we got the hangman upright. The best plans mean nothing when you're knocked off your path unexpectedly. That's life. You never know what's waiting. Forget about salvaging those plans. What you need right now, let go of those carefully crafted plans, tightly held beliefs, and situational perspectives. Like the Winter Soldier who cannot recall the past, be in the now. Release mental, emotional, and physical attachments to the situation. Sit with what's in front of you and take the time to examine it in its entirety. Face the challenge head on, but strategize and employ a different set of plans. All right. So the energy that we're reaching for is making plans, and then you're going to let go of those plans. Well, not let go of the plans, but because, like I said, how life works, sometimes things don't go as planned. But when you make plans, you have an idea of where you want things to go, but don't hold tight on to those plans because life can, life be lifing. So, with clarification, we have the runaways. What are we left with? So after life be lifing and you let go of your plans, then what are you left with? Runaways. All right, the runaways begin their journey with nothing. With their families and community betraying them, They are left to establish trust with one another and heal from the loss. This card has come up because you may be struggling with a similar sense of displacement. But just know that when something crumbles, there is the opportunity to rebuild. Okay, so something crumbling is the plan. So again, you find somewhere to go, cerebro, and then we can go there. We're making plans, okay? But then when we make plans, things are meant to change because, and then we're left when things change. We're left in a this not dysfunctional, but disshuffled. We're left in a situation where we must pick up the pieces. But it's okay because it was basically like a towering moment, you know? That's what this card reminds me of. Like, towering moments happen. A towering moment is when something unexpectedly changes the course of action. And sometimes this message can be a change of course in action, but in a good way because you know a change is coming. But at the same time, just knowing or not even expecting a change to come, but being okay with a change coming sometimes is what we need to hear. That it's okay for things not to go as planned, because we can make all the plans we want, but that doesn't mean they're going to come true. It doesn't mean that they're going to happen how we want them to happen. But by planning for it, we have a possible idea for a possibility of how things could go. Okay? Yes. Next, what the universe wants to shed light on. The High Priestess. Yes, shed light with the High Priestess, which is Storm, who is a weather god. All right, upright. Two types of power exist: the hidden and the apparent, masculine, feminine energy. And if you don't think that's what it means, that's how I'm interpreting it, because technically hidden, what's in here is your masculine. What's apparent is physical, and that's feminine energy. But take it how you want to take it. Storm embodies the dichotomy. As clouds gather, they build power. Shrouded behind those clouds, an array of possibilities twists. With electricity awaiting discharge, Storm gathers strength in their own time. You're your own best advisor. Trust your intuition and gut when diving into tumult. Perhaps things aren't quite what they seem. Be still within the storm swirling around you. Harness the world of out of control energy. You'll be ready when the clouds clear and the storm passes, leaving you with with unobstructed clarity and a bright blue sky. All right, so when you make plans and they go away, it's okay. And this is what the High Priestess, because you're following your intuition, you're believing, because things that make sense is masculine energy, because it's going off of what you know, what you've been through, what makes sense. But then the High Priestess, she is known to follow her intuition. She believes in the unknown, in the unseen, because this world, like I said, is made up of two energies: masculine, feminine energy. What you know, and then what you don't know, which is like your gut. When you have that gut feeling to go somewhere or to do something, you're following your intuition. And being intuitive is part of your feminine energy. It's part of a characteristic of the feminine energy. But in the Blue Twin Flame Union, it relies on the feminine energy because it's what you perceive. You don't necessarily know. But you don't know which way to go unless it's perceived. So, like, for example, let's just say you hit a fork in the road and you don't know if you're going to go left or you're going to go right. But you have to perceive left or right to know that there's a left or right to go, you know? Like, you don't know how to go left or right if it's not perceived. So then your intuition would tell you to go left or right because you don't know which way to go. But then your gut tells you left or right. But then you need you need to see left or right to know that there's a left or right to go. Because if you don't see it, what if your eyes are closed and then you don't see it and then technically there's like just a one way. Like it's just straight. But then you're sitting here, do I go left or do I go right? But then you don't see that there's one way to go, you know? So like that's why your feminine energy is important. And it ties into your intuition. Okay, for clarification, we got Loki. Care to discover your glorious purpose. All right, that's a nice picture. Hold on, these cards aren't numbered, so if I had to complain about one thing, it would be that. With his cunning wit and unabashed charm, Loki is here to ask if you're having fun yet. The god of mischief invites you to give in your inner trickster, indulging in some good natural revelry. Although he's technically a villain, there is much you can learn from Loki. Perhaps it's been a while since you put yourself first. Prioritize your own desires and your commanded some attention. Now is the time to discover your own glorious purpose. All right. So, when you make plans and figure out where you're going to go, then you realize those plans might not go as as planned. You realize that it's okay. Because you have your intuition, you have your masculine energy, you have your feminine energy to help you. But then you're going to discover your purpose in the process. Because you thought you had life figured out, and then life said, surprise, things aren't going to go that way. But then you said, oh, surprise, I'm still going to trust where life is going to take me. And that's like the best way to look at it, because we're so blessed. Like, honestly, man, especially what's going on in the world right now, like, to be here watching this video, you are a lucky individual, because not everyone is able to get onto this frequency, okay? Let me tell you. So I applaud you for making it to this video, all right? And thank you. I love you so much and so glad that you're here. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Especially if you want to hear more messages from your blue twin flame. Because if anything that I'm saying makes sense, your blue twin flame is using me to communicate with you. And I know that they are, because things are making sense that I'm saying. And I'm in your physical world right now. I'm in your feminine energy. I'm a part of your feminine energy. And things make sense because they make sense to me. And I'm sharing what makes sense to me. And if it makes sense to me, I know that's going to make sense to you too. Yes, I'm talking to you. All right. All right. Finally, what the universe wants you to stay strong on, okay? So stay strong on this. Oh, we got the devil. That's so funny. We got Loki twice. I knew we were going to get a character twice. I knew it. That's the mischief of it all. And mischief doesn't necessarily, like, the king of mischief doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a negative or bad thing. The devil coming up doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. But I think it's cool that we got, of all the cards, that's the same. We got Loki. So let's see what the devil says. Temptation surrounds you. Hedonistic desire and promises of money, status, power, possessions, or thing or something else you covet abound. But remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Lies can sound sweet when wrapped in smiles and promises. So you'll need to peel back the layers to get to the truth. You'll need to rein in your ego. Bad behavior, temper tantrums, mean-spirited jokes, and trickery will drag you down. Identify what holds power over you, if you let it. Beware the chains of temptation ready to enslave you, or for the fires of those false promises set to burn you. Don't fall for Loki's special brand of mischief and materialism. It leads to utter mayhem. All right. So, because this is what the universe wants you to stay strong on, stay strong in resisting those temptations. Life goes a lot better when we're planning from a place of helping. You know, not necessarily for materialistic. Like, for example, like there's hella readers out here who, are doing things just to get, financial, like all that stuff will come when you align with these energies. Like, it's not like, just don't worry too much about it, okay? Because if it's coming from a good place, a genuine place, like these new cards, I want to just share these cards with you so bad, which is why I'm here. And I gotta hurry up because this video is getting long. So lastly, what the universe wants you to stay strong on, let it all burn. Ronan the Accuser. All right. I thought this video was going to be so quick. Ronan the Accuser is accustomed to having the final say, and he is infusing your reading with that energy. You may be seeking a way out, but don't lose sight of the fact that not all endings are good endings. Right now, your decisions are clouded in negativity, and you are at risk of burning every bridge in sight. Remember that you can part ways without destruction. And that goes with the Loki card too, and the devil, as far as like, don't give in to some of those temptations, whoever's listening to this, because they can be the end of you. And not necessarily the end of you like you're going to die, but at the same time, giving into certain temptations would be giving in to these energies, and those energies you don't want to give into. You want to give into the energies of prosperity, of love, of laughter, of positivity, like those are the energies you want to give into, okay? All right. With that being said, before I go, all day long we breathe unconsciously for ourselves. So let's just take a moment to breathe for someone else, whether they're here physically or no longer here physically, whether they're friends of yours or enemies, whether they're thinking about you or they're not thinking about you. Let's just take a moment to breathe, okay, for someone else. So on the count of three, we're going to inhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. And then exhale. All right. Before I go, let's see what Barney has to say. Barney is this extra dimensional cat that speaks to me through these decks. Well, he's a cat that just comes through anyway. So we're going to see what Barney has to say. Let all that negativity melt away. See, did I just tell you? Thanks, Barney. We're going to get let's get a few more cards from Barney. Whenever I see a cat, I know it's Barney. He's like a shape-shifting cat, I guess. You are capable of amazing things. Wherever you go, go with your whole heart. And then, yes, you can. Yes, you can. All right, I have one more minute to go. I think I'm going to, get out of here. So, and now it's time for so long. But I'll sing just one more song. Thanks for doing your part. You sure are smart. With me and you on my boy Blue, you can do anything that you want to do. All right? I love you. I love me. I love us. I love we. And I will talk to you guys in another reading. Thank you for being here for my first ever Marvel Oracle read with you guys. I'm so happy to share it with you. I'm sharing this Blue Twin Flame journey with you guys, and I'm so excited to be here on this journey. I love you so much, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye.